The Odyssey, Book 2 by Sam Beale. We first start off with Telemachus rising from his chamber and declaring to the Achaean people that there was a meeting to be held. Soon after the announcement, the Achaean people began to gather. After the arrival of Telemachus, Egyptios speaks first, questioning why they are having a meeting. There hasn't been a meeting since Odysseus left. Why the sudden change, they all thought. Telemachus then speaks up with tears in his eyes. He says that the suitors had invaded his home, killed off his livestock, and drank all of his wine. A soul from the crowd then speaks up. The person says that there is no one else to blame but his mother, not the suitors. She's the one that toys around with their hearts and gives them false hope of being with her. Since Penelope is the queen, she is in charge of making sure that the people always have a king. Therefore, she is expected to marry again after her husband's death. Antinous being that brave soul that spoke up, he then gives the backstory on Penelope. We are told that the reason why she didn't remarry was because she was going to make a funeral shroud for Laertes. Unknown to the rest of the world, the queen would then unthread her already woven parts of the shroud. This would slow down her progress, preventing her from remarrying. However, without Penelope's knowledge, there was a maid watching after her. The maid then knocked on her and exposed the truth. Antinous, angered by his own story, gave Telemachus two options. The first option was to get rid of his mother, and then the second option was to pick a husband for her. Telemachus then responds back to him saying that he cannot force his mom to do anything. He also mentions that they aren't even sure if he is dead or alive. While refusing both options, Zeus then sends two eagles into the city to attack the people. While the eagles are attacking the people, Halithesis, a man that speaks of fate, says that the eagles are a sign. He believes that Odysseus is close and that he could return home. Eurymachus then speaks out against Halithesis. He claims that Odysseus is dead and that his so-called signs are fake and just plain dumb. Telemachus tells him that he will not listen to him any further. He announces that he is going to set sail for Pylos. He plans to bring back news on his father. He says that if his father is dead, he will then set up his mother with a new husband. Another person in the crowd then speaks up. It is Mentor. He rises up and questions why the people haven't spoken against the suitors. And then another person in the crowd is quick to say, "Dude, you're crazy. Shut up." After the meeting is over, Telemachus then prays. He prays to the god who had visited him the night before. Without him knowing, Athene hears his prayers and then goes to him looking and speaking like Mentor. She tells him to start preparing for his voyage. After being harassed and mocked by the suitors on his way home, Telemachus tells Euryclea about his preparations. He also tells the nurse to not say anything about the project. Being disguised as Telemachus, Athene then goes throughout the town asking men to be crew members for the ship going to Pylos. Then, changing to look like Mentor, she tells Telemachus that the ship and the crew are ready to set sail. Without wasting any time, Telemachus then takes off with his ship and his crew to go find answers about his father.